was created to create a simple yet effective tools. So the group members are Amora Jan Paul, Ballebar Jemuel Jan, Coronacion Archie, Jimenez Andrei, and Lopez.
For our agenda, we will be discussing about overview of the program, code book, program language use, next, and for our overview of the program, the change calculator is a simple web application that helps user determine the correct change to be given after transaction. User enter the price of an item and the amount paid, and the program calculates the total changes. Breaking it down into different denominations for easier understanding, this tool is useful for cashiers, vendor, and anyone handling cash transactions, ensuring accurate and efficient change calculation. In simple words, we created a program. In simple words, we created a program that simple change calculator using HTML and JavaScript with functional paradigm that will help users to determine how much change they get after buying something. How it works is the user enter the price of the item, the user also enter how much they paid, the calculator show how much change the user gets, and break it down into different denominations like bills and coins. That's it for the overview. Now, let me break down to you our example in our simple calculator. You will see here the user input a price amount of 1,299.75, and the amount that he pay is 1,555, and the output or the total change that he get is 200.25, and the below show that 1 pieces of 200 bills and 1 pieces of 0.25 coins. Next. And this is our example output number 2. The user input the price amount 875.50 cents, and the amount that he pay is 1,000 pesos. The output, the total change is 124.50 cents. You will see in the bottom that 1 pieces of 100 bill, 1 piece of 20 bill, 2 pieces of 2 coins, and 1 pieces of 0.50 coins. So, dito naman po tayo sa key-functional programming concept applied. So, ang pinakaunang ginamit dito is yung pure function. Function likes function like calculate change and calculate denomination always return the same output for the same input and don't modify external data. So, sa madaling salita, yung function na katulad ng calculate change and calculate denomination is sila yung palagi nagbibigay ng parehong output kapag pareho yung input. So, hindi rin nila mababago yung ibang data sa labas ng function. So, ang ibig sabihin nito is madali siyang ma-predict or madali siyang i-debug. So, number 2 is immutability. Change breakdown is calculated without modifying the input data directly. So, yung pag-compute ng mga change function na magkakasama para maging mas organized or madaling basahin yung mga code. So, mas madali itong ma-maintain at gamitin sa ibang bahagi pa ng mga.
Calculating change. The calculate change or price amount paid function determines the total change using pure functions. So ano nga ba nagagawa ng function na ito? This function determines the total amount of change that needs to be given back to the customer. It follows the principle of pure functions. Sabi nga ng last reporters, ano nga ba yung pure function? It means di na ma-modify yung external values. And yung pinoproduce niya yung same result para din sa same input. Breaking down change into denominations. The calculate denominations change in sense. Functions uses a greedy algorithm to return change optimally. Once we know the total change, the next challenge is determining the optimal way to distribute it using the available denominations of currency bills. Dito po sa function na ito, in-implement po siya gamit ang greedy algorithm. So ano nga ba ang greedy algorithm? It means na it always picks the largest possible denomination first before moving to smaller ones. So, bakit nga ba ginamit yung greedy algorithm dito sa function na to? A greedy algorithm works well here because the largest available denomination is always used first, minimizing the total number of coins and bills given as change. So dahil nga doon, mas nakakuha sila ng buong money instead of coins. Next slide. Dito naman po sa displaying results. Functions like display result manage UI updates without modifying global state. So ano naman nagagawa nito? This function is responsible for updating the user interface with the final change breakdown. However, it does so without modifying global state. So, di niya naman modify yung global state, kaya making it predictable and easy to maintain. So, instead of directly altering variables outside its scope, this function, the display result, follows functional programming principles. Gaya po ng encapsulation. It only handles UI updates. Separation of concerns. It doesn't perform calculations, just display results. Reusability. It can be used in different contexts like web pages, receipts, or digital interfaces. So why do we why did it avoid modifying global state? Kapag binodify yung global state, pwedeng magkaroon ng problema. Isa na rin dito yung unexpected bugs. If multiple functions depend on the same variable, changes in one place can break others. Difficult debugging. It's harder to track where the value changed or reduced reusability. The function becomes tightly coupled with specific variables. By keeping the display results pure of at least free from unnecessary side effects, since di na minodify yung global state. So, the application remains modular, maintainable, and scalable. So, para naman po sa demonstration ng code, ito po nakikita po natin yung price, amount paid, and calculate change. For example, Yung price po is 579 pesos and 50 centavos. And yung amount naman po na binigay is 1,000. So, yun po. May 200 peso bills, dalawa. 20 peso bill, isa, and 25 centavos, dalawa. Yun lang po para sa demonstration. Thank you.
So the programming language used HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Next slide, please. So how it works. User enters the total price and amount paid. The system calculates the change. Breakdowns change into Philippine peso denominations. Display results dynamically with an interactive UI. Next slide. So this slide focuses on HTML and its role in our currency change calculator. So HTML or Hypertext Markup Language is a foundation of a web page. It defines the elements of our calculator such as input fields for entering the price and amount paid, the button to trigger calculation, and the result display section where the output appears. Things of HTML as the skeleton of a web page. It provides structure but it doesn't handle styling and functionality. That's where CSS and JavaScript comes in, which we'll discuss next slide. Next slide, please. CSS. Now let's talk about CSS, our cascading style sheet, which is responsible for the visual design of our currency change calculator. CSS enhances the appearance of the web page, making it more visually appealing. It allows us to add colors, background, animations, and spacing to improve user experience. Next slide, please. And we have here, finally, the JavaScript, which is responsible for adding functionality to our currency change calculator. JavaScript handles user interaction. It processes the values entered and calculates the correct change. It dynamically updates the display based on user input, making the page interactive. So, next slide. So, conclusion. Currency change calculator. In conclusion, the currency change calculator is simply an effective